Driving video on the 370Z Nissan with the supercharger. We're just going to do a quick little drive so you guys can see how awesome this car is. Stereo works great with great sub. Absolutely awesome. And then to the fun part, the driving. And we got a cop in front of us. It's good we have a plate on us. Okay, we're going to take a little right here. Close the windows for a second. Okay, I'll shut this off. Okay, awesome. So it drives really smooth, no vibrations. I actually drove this car on a weekend. I drove it about 100 miles. It drives absolutely awesome. My phone's probably not going to stop ringing the entire time we're in this car, but I'll deal with it eventually. Okay. Sorry. Ooh, some down trees. Let's not drive over those. That's unsafe. Okay. And we'll go this way. No outlet check here. We're not going to go that way. Okay. Here, I'll give you guys some gas. We'll make it quick. The paddle shifters work great. 7-speed automatic, shifts really well. That's 80, so we're going to slow down now. Downshift to 4th gear, and it pulls really nicely. Brakes work awesome. It's a really light car. It's a full stop. I'm gonna turn the AC on. Just had it off so we could get a little bit of performance. This will affect our performance, but that's okay. AC works great. I'm actually gonna shut the AC off and open the windows. Car is pretty quiet for what it is, which is pretty cool. $841 miles on it. Car needs absolutely nothing except the driver. Just get in and drive. These are a ton of fun. In fact, a blast to drive. I can't think of a much more fun car to drive for the money. And the gear shifting on this car is pretty awesome. It will shift. So you can shift with the paddle shifters and it will shift right away. Like we shift down to 5th, 4th, 3rd, and then you can just shift up. And if you drive for long enough normally, you'll see the car will shift out of will shift back into drive for you, as opposed to, you know, swap gears, so you don't have to constantly worry about that. If you want to put it in sport mode, you just shift this over, and then it will make you manually shift the gears. I really like the drive because it gives you the best of both worlds, where you can shift down right into gear, but then it will switch right back for you, which is pretty awesome. I also like these cars. I know it's pretty loud with the wind noise. I like these 370s with the paddle shifters a lot more than I do the manual transmissions. I think the paddle shifters on this car are super engaging, pretty real, pretty direct. The manual gearboxes feel a little bit sloppy on these cars, so I feel like these paddle shifters give the car the quickness it needs, and the shift points it needs, and the ability for the driver to enjoy it. At the same time, it also makes the car more practical for highway driving, cruising, cities, all that. And in terms of handling, this car handles like it's on rails. Pretty nice. I'm going to turn around right here and we'll take it back and we'll call that a drive. Also, the paddle shifters stay in the same place regardless of where the wheels is, which is pretty nice. And that's a shift. It handles really well. Ton of fun to drive. Overall, a really nice car. We'll give you a little bit of regular cruising on the way back. Just nice and slow. I'll give you maybe one more, guys, pull, and that will be it. But in terms of drive quality, this car is as close to stock as you can get, with just OEM plus modifications. So the supercharger brings its horsepower up to 400 to the wheels, makes this car a whole lot more fun than it was, makes it compete with its M counterparts. So I would put this car up next to an M3 from 2009, and they would have a go at it. In the stock form, it can't keep up, but with an extra 100 horsepower, it's just a heck of a lot of fun to drive. And we're not pushing the powertrain too far where it can't handle the power, so it's a great reliability point. And with 17,000 miles, it doesn't get much better than that. Car drives straight as an arrow, no body work, no paint work. It's unbelievable. I don't think they don't sell cars that are this awesome. I think the 400ZX or the 400Z or the Z400, whichever just came out, probably drives similarly to this. I would just say that this is probably a cooler drive, just given that it's a 370, it's a completely base spec, and then they throw a supercharger and an awesome sound system on it, and it's just like there's nothing more you need in a car. It keeps the Japanese reliability, cheap components, super strong aftermarket community. So if you're gonna buy a fun car for the weekends, I don't think you can get a more fun car for the money. Hope to see this get the respect it deserves, because it is pretty awesome. I've driven it several times, and I know I enjoy the heck out of driving it. Probably one of the most fun cars we have in our inventory to drive. Just performs really, really well. I'll drop down the gears again so you guys can see it do one more pull. So it drives awesome, brakes awesome, handles really well. There's not much more you could want for in a car. Suspension's absolutely tight. Really tight. Super direct. You can hear the supercharger giving you a supercharger noise in the background, which is pretty cool. That's the only giveaway that you might know it's supercharged. There's no modifications to the interior of the car, no special gauges, nothing crazy. Super simple. Outside of that, you got all this set up here. You got Spotify, Bluetooth, all your apps. You got storage space here. You got storage space here. You got all the stock OEM components in the back of the car, so your intake, your airbox, all that. They were just taken off 3,000 miles ago. Really, really a cool car. Holds temp, runs smoothly, runs cold. It's got probably $10,000 worth in still in upgrades into it. Another $3,000 in stereo upgrades. Probably $15,000 are put into this car to make it the fun car it is today, plus whatever it was new. I just don't know that there's a better value. We can conclude that for our video. Thank you guys for watching.